And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the Atlanta Braves. John Shambi along with Chris Singleton with Game 6 in front of us. It's an elimination game on one side, but this series feels like it could go either way.
You never want to be down 3-2, but we've seen plenty of teams come back from that, especially when they're playing the last two at home. So it's not an ideal scenario, but playing in your own stadium with your fans behind you probably makes it a little more doable.
And on the flip side, you really don't want to let this go to a Game 7. When the crowd's even more fired up, the momentum's against you. They're looking to finish this thing today. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So just about set now. And on the hill, Spencer Strider.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
All right, ready to go here. Now it's the DH, Christian Yelich. And here it comes. Very high with that one. And we're underway here in Game 6. The 1-0. Ripped to short. Throw on to Olsen. And a quick out, number 1. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. A tough challenge in this one. An excellent arm on the mound. Singy, they're going to have to capitalize on their opportunities.
Yeah, and they're not going to get a whole lot if he pitches the way that he's capable of pitching. So, be ready to swing from the first pitch. You get something straight, man, you better turn on it.
Sal Frelick stands in now and watches strike one. Strider, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against. One down, base is empty. Swung on, belted. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, he's got power, and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So, to his advantage, he can expand the zone.
Juan Soto now. And that one almost got him.
He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off, because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early.
Man at second. That one misses, and that's ball 3. So what's the approach from an offensive perspective against a guy that doesn't give up a lot of hits?
I think you just kind of have to lean out over the plate and take your base. But seriously, you just have to try to shorten up. I think guys choking up on the bat a little bit to have some more bat control, be a little bit quicker, and don't get greedy.
One out and a runner at second here in Game 6 of the NLCS. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Kicks and fires. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Runner at second, 2 down here in Game 6. And a foul ball. Strider, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. 2 outs. And there's a ball.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Struck him out swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Back here with my pal Singy. Our starting pitcher in this one, Marcus Stroman. What do we have on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Jared Kelnick leading things off and takes a strike. And strike 2.
0-2.
Pitch misses. Ball 1.
1 ball.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And another ball.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
The line to kick the pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. The pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. Jonathan India at the plate. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. India in his 5th season, batting 2nd in today's lineup, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Stroman throw to first, but it's wide of the bag and gets away. Kelnick gets his lead at first, nobody out. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Sosa pulls it in on the run.
Batting third.
Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. And that one fouled off. Fly ball to right. Soto gets under it. 2 down.
Batting fourth, the center fielder, Mike Trout.
Here's Mike Trout. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. And that one pulled foul.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
The first baseman, Matt.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1 strike.
Two outs, a couple of base runners at first and second. On the ground, right side, down the line, and it's foul. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. At the belt and fires. Line drive, base hit. Fires to the plate. Not in time. He's safe as a run scores on the play.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. The other way, Adames. Got him on the off-balance throw. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show. Back at Truist Park, Willie Adames stands
The
in.
shortstop, Willie Adames.
And the pitch. That one missed. The strategy around starting pitchers in the postseason, it's really changed in recent years. Managers are pulling starters earlier, making a strong bullpen essential for a championship team. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
Yeah, I think with starting pitchers, they're not going as deep in the postseason because managers aren't willing to let them get knocked around and put a game out of reach. Most skippers have a quicker hook this time of the year.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. And we're level. It's 1-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And here's the catcher, William Contreras. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. And a pitch.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Kicks and deals. And 1-2.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and he picks it up, and he'll put it in his pocket. Next offering is down low. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He flexes his power with that swing. It's their second home run of the inning, and they grab the lead. It's 2-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results.
Michael A. Taylor up now for the Brewers. Strike one.
No ball. 1 strike.
Righty delivers. And that one missing low. And that just misses.
I think he wanted that call on the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
Next pitch is outside. He goes down looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And he drops it down the third baseline. Save! Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning.
Nearly a highlight reel play at third, but the bare hand grab still wasn't enough to get the out. Great effort to make that play as close as it was, though.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's Christian Yelich. Grounded out to short in his first trip. And takes low for ball one.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
There's a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
2 runs across in the inning. Here at the top of the second. Misses, and the count is even 2-2.
It's a good take.
Struck him out looking. Froze him with a backdoor slider. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. This is the National League Championship Series on the show. Back here in Atlanta, here's Marcell Ozuna.
The left fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
And he deals. That one fouled off. The pitch. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Here's Orlando Arcia. Outside low, and it's 1-0. Righty to the plate. That misses, and that's ball 2. And that's outside. The Braves down by a run. Bottom half of inning number 2. And a 4-pitch walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Double play ball to second. Takes it himself for 1, and that's 2. Offense held in check there. We played 2 full. It's the Brewers 2 and the Braves 1. On to the 3rd inning, and here is Sal Frelick.
Number 10, Sal Frelick.
Strider back to work. Way high.
1 ball, no strike.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Left-hand batter waits. Up the middle, and that one handled on the run. Sends it over to first. In there safely.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And now it's Juan Soto. Struck out looking his first time. There's a strike.
Well, this is a great matchup that you just don't get to see very often. The reigning Cy Young Award winner against the reigning MVP. All eyes are on this battle right here.
Missed with a changeup, and 1-1. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Throw is low, and he can't pick it.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal the base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Frelick leads off second with nobody out. That's off the mark, and the count is 3-1.
Well, these Brewers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. And that's a little high.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
And the right-hander deals. First and second, no outs. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Way outside, and a count 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on, probably a challenge pitch coming.
That clips the corner. Here comes a pitch. On the ground, a second, might be two. Off balance feed, there's one.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
And now the shortstop, Willie Adames. He's already homered here in this one. There's a strike. First and third, one down. Next pitch is outside. Two on, one out. Rip to third. Off balance feed. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Brewers 2 and the Braves 1. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. And now the DH, Jared Kelnick. The right-hander back to work. And a good eye there. And another ball. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. The 2-2 stays alive. Strike 3, got him with the backdoor breaking ball.
The third baseman,
and next 8 for Atlanta, Jonathan India. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
India.
Outside, and that's ball 1. The Braves trailing by a run here in the last half of the third. Pitch is in there. Strike 1. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swing and a miss. Had him way out front of the slur.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the third one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll touch them all. And it ties it up. It's 2-2.
No, Blue, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead Batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Here's Trout. That one out to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the third out. Braves draw even on the solo homer. 2-2 game. Here in the sixth game of this National League Championship Series. And now the catcher comes up to hit. William Contreras. And a pitch. Contreras, 27 years old, and he won a Gold Glove last season. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And that one finds its way through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Go ahead run on base. And here is Sosa to the plate. That's outside. And that's ball one. And the righty deals.
Ball. 2 balls, no strike.
All tied up. Top half of inning number 4. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Michael A. Taylor in the Milwaukee on deck circle. 3-0 down. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, now he's got 2 runners on after that walk, and things can get out of hand in a hurry in these situations, so he's going to have to find a way to get back into the strike zone.
First and second, no outs. Michael A. Taylor, the next to hit. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away. Two on, 1 out. This is Bryce Terang.
The second baseman, Bryce Terang.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo. This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn 2, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get 2 and end up with nothing.
And a 1-1. And that one fouled off. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Back to the top of the lineup. Next is the designated hitter, Christian Yelich. Ball 1, no strikes. And there's the strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Contreras on third. Sosa on at first with 2 down. Right-hander kicks, deals.
2-2.
Pitch misses. 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The pitch to the right side. Albies over to first in time. That's out number 3. Brewers strand a couple. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Bottom 4, and now Matt Olson up to hit.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
The right-hander back to work. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Now 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss
1 ball.
as he was out front that time. The wind of the pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 1-2. Wouldn't chase that time. This to third. Fires over to Guerrero. 1 up, 1 down.
The batter, number 1, second baseman,
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. One down, base is empty. Good eye in that spot. Pitch misses inside. 3 balls and a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. The wind and the pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Sliced down the right side. Two down, nobody on. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. And another ball. And a pitch.
3 balls, 1 strike.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
The batter, number 5.
So man aboard. Next to hit, Orlando Arcia. He reached out a walk his first time. Foul ball there. The pitch. And that one wrapped foul. Oh, and 2 now.
1 and 2.
That one just misses.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2 and 2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
At the belt and fires. Spoils that one, and it remains 2 and 2. This one in the air. Under it. Makes the catch, inning over. Braves strand 1, and this game is still tied at 2 and 2. We go to the top of the 5th. Up now for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick.
Sal Frelick.
And here it comes. That's outside. Ball 1.
Well, these Brewers finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
The pitch. That one ripped, but foul. And the pitch. Late swing, foul to the left. And that skips into dirt.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
2-2. Out to short. Arcia fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
The batter, the right fielder,
Here's Juan Soto. There's a strike.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Left-hand hitter waits. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
1 down, base is empty. Just misses with that one. Next pitch is in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And he deals. Close, but called a ball. And the count is filled up. Gets a piece and stays alive. There's a swing and a drive. Gone. That's his 3rd home run of the series. And just like that, they're out front. It's 3-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Chris Sale taking over on the mound.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Strike on the inside corner. Sale, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're at the top of the fifth. Next offering is downstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And now the lefty fights it off. He'll see another. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Got him looking. And 2 away now.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
To third. And that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
And now it's William Contreras. 1 for 2. And a foul ball. Adames on at second with 2 down. Way inside. And that's downstairs and outside. A swing and a soft liner. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. But the Brewers add 1 with a solo shot. And the home team down a run. Back at Truist Park, John Shambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Sean Murphy. Stroman back to work. That one misses. Ball 1. Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Andrew Heaney, the left-hander, up and throwing. Mizorowski, a right-hander, loosening up as well. In there at the knees for a strike. Next pitch is downstairs.
2-1.
Kicks and deals. Down the line. And that drops foul. On the ground to third. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Well off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Here's Jared Kelenic. A strikeout and a walk. This to center field. Taylor sizes this one up. He's got it. And there's one away.
Up next for Atlanta, the third baseman,
Jonathan India getting ready to hit.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Fought off foul.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
That one misses, and it's 1-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And that's outside. Now 2-2. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. That's out number 2.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. He's already homered in this game. Wouldn't chase that time.
1 ball, no strike.
Next offering is down low. The pitch. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Two outs. And another ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Mike Trout in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a tapper. Adames fires to first on the run. In time. Got him. And that'll do it. So 1 hit is all they get. We're through 5. It's the Brewers 3 and the Braves 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the third baseman, Edmundo Sosa. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Sail ready. And that's too high.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it surprised a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Off the mark there. Counts full, 3-2. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
2 strikes. Many times hitters looking out over the plate. When you're looking out over the plate, you're also going to let the ball travel a little bit longer. And a fastball zipped on the inside corner just locks you up.
Taylor in the box now. No balls and a strike. Ripped, but it curls foul. One down, base is empty. That one not close. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Just off the inside edge.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
And the 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Two now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here comes a pitch. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Oh, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had "hit me" written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Terang in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Safe at second.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
Here's Yelich at the dish. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. That clips the corner. Terang at second with 2 down. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. 1 hit, 1 left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Brewers 3 and the Braves 2. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Andrew Heaney.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
The lefty fires. Trout, the next to hit, takes high for ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Elvis Peguero appears to be getting loose. McGill also getting ready. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That one inside. And that's ball 2. Kicks and fires. And another ball. Matt Olson Waiting for a turn at the plate. And a pitch. And that's too high, ball 4.
Well, that right there could end up being a big walk in this game. He's certainly a threat on the bases, especially with them looking to tie this thing up.
Here's Matt Olson. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0. With the tying run on at first here in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-1. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Next offering upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball off right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
The pitch. In the air, left field. Fraley sizing this one up. Drops into the glove.
Now back, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Ozzie Albies next up for the Braves.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Off the mark there. And that's ball 1. Wouldn't chase that time.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Step off, throw to first, and he's back in standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Now he breaks his bat. And Albies is retired. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 20, Marcell Ozuna.
So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Jacob Mizorowski.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. Right through there for a strike. Righty to the plate. And there's a foul ball. The 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the
and now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. That's his 4th home run of the series. And they add a couple more. It's 4-3.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
So 2 away with nobody on. Orlando Arcia next up for the Braves. The shortstop takes the ball. And the 1-0. And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
And a pitch. That clips the corner. Little dribbler up along third, and foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings and misses, struck him out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Dylan Lee.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Well, 1-run game. Sal Fraley up now for the Brewers.
Sal Fraley.
The pitch.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Bounced up the middle. Throw on to Olsen, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Had to make a perfect play right there after that nice backhand stop, and he did. He couldn't have transferred the ball from his glove to his hand any better than he did. Just an excellent release.
Juan Soto up now for the Brewers. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Lee, 30 years old now, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2016. One down, base is empty. Wouldn't chase that time.
2 balls, no strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. And here it comes. Outside. 3-1. Inside ball 4.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the 2nd time he's taken ball 4.
Man at first with 1 gone, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one catches the zone. 0-1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Oh, 1 now. And that one is in for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Will Smith, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Jimenez getting loose as well. Holding on to a 1-run lead late here in Game 6.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, blocked. Well done behind the dish. And a pitch. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And he deals. And another ball.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Willie Adames to bat next. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
Joe Jimenez takes over on the mound.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Next for Milwaukee, Willie Adames.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
On the ground, could be 2. Over to Arcia. That's 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. The Braves pen comes through in fine fashion. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Braves 4 and the Brewers 3. Back here in Atlanta, set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sean Murphy. Mizorowski back to work. On the ground, and it goes just foul. And the righty deals. And a foul ball. Righty delivers.
1-2.
Fly ball down the line. Soto going after it. And there's one down.
The batter, the designated hitter, Jared.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Jared Kelenic now at the plate. In for a strike. It's 0-1. Out towards right center field. Taylor sizes this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
The third baseman, number 8.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's going to be Jonathan India. Late on that fastball. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next pitch is outside. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And one fouled off. 2-2.
Well, this is the type of hitter you want up in this situation. Some sluggers coming up behind him. He's so good at moving runners, but also getting on base. See if he can be patient here.
At the belt and fires. And a base hit into right center field. And that extends the inning for Ronald Acuna Jr.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just a really nice approach to shoot that.
Elvis Peguero comes on now.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's Acuna now. He blasted one out earlier in the third.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Just off the outside edge, and that's ball one. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
One strike.
India off of first with 2 away. That's to third. Gets it to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. One left for Atlanta, and it remains a 4-3 game. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Will Smith. Here's the Brewers catcher now, William Contreras. 1 for 3.
Contreras.
And the pitch. That one in the dirt, and that is ball one. Action in the pen down there. A.J. Minter, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Bummer warming up as well.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Kicks and deals. And another ball.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Fouled off. He was late. Just missed.
That's a really good take.
Edmundo Sosa in the on-deck circle. The pitch. And so the lefty allows the leadoff free pass. No outs. Runner at first. Edmundo Sosa up now for the Brewers. That misses. 1-0. Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. And he grounds one back up the middle, and it's through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
First and second, no outs. And now the center fielder, Michael A. Taylor. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And fouled off. Here comes a pitch. That's a strike, and it's 0-2.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Groove. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating, that's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
And that one fouled off. There's a strike at the knees.
0-2.
The 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a weak ground ball to the left side. And he grabs it in foul ground. 1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. That one missed. Not even close there. Ball 3. Christian Yelich up next for the Brewers. That one to first. Sneaks through, base hit. Coming home. He scores, and the Brewers even it up. It's 4-4.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Aaron Bummer.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. And now it's Christian Yelich. Golden opportunity right here. There's a strike. 95 of that one.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Here comes the 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
And that's outside. Back and forth we go. A seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Okay.
Outside. Left-hand batter waits. Ground ball right side. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove.
Yep,
Gets it there in time, though. But a run comes across. So up next, Sal Frelick.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
That one off the mark. Ball 1. Weimer at third with 2 away. Next offering is downstairs.
2-0.
Two outs. In there at the knees. 2-2. Kicks and fires. Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking. Foul ball. Runner at third. 2 away. That's a little bit low. Juan Soto would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here. Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Bomber deals. And that's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So digging in, Juan Soto. And there's the strike. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And that one fouled off. Just misses there. Bases. One runs in, and now it gets into the corner. Coming around third is Fraley. Relay throw. Safe. Now a 3-run game, 7-4.
He was all over that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
On the mound now, Lucas Giolito.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Two outs and one in scoring position. Gets a piece and it stays 0-2. Man on second, 2 down. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Trout makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 4 runs in the inning, and they've jumped in front. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Brewers 7 and the Braves 4. Now into the ball game on defense, Jackson Chourio. He'll play second. And now batting, Mike Trout. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. The pitch. That's in there. That's strike one.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
To the right side, Chourio gathers and throws to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
A couple of pitches and a quick out.
Matt Olson up to the plate. On the corner for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Abner Uribe, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. One down, base is empty. Fouled off to the right. The 0-2. Ground ball, Vlad Jr. He'll do it himself. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the second baseman, Ozzie.
Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, Joel Payamps. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Joel Payamps.
And now, Ozzie Albies. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
0-2 now. And down on strikes he goes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the Braves go down quietly. And they're on the wrong end of a 7-4 score. We go to the 9th. Up now for Milwaukee, Willie Adames. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. There's the strike. Just off the inside edge.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. The wind of the pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. That one misses. 3-2 now.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
And the right-hander deals. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Trout settles under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
The batter.
Here's the catcher, William Contreras. And that one sliced foul. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
And that one is inside. Chases in the dirt. Slider there. Throw to first, and it beats him for out number two. That's a strikeout.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider is more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Here's the third baseman, Edmundo Sosa. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
First pitch, and he just misses. And another ball. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Runner at first with two away. And now Michael A. Taylor. That one hit to right. Acuna after it. Brings it in, and that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. Bottom part of the order, 7-8-9, due up in inning number 9. It's the Brewers 7 and the Braves 4. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Abner Uribe.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
The pitch. That misses. Ball one. And a pitch. And a swing and a miss.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Next pitch is outside. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Now it's going to be Orlando Arcia. And a strike on the outside edge. The Braves trailing by 3 here in the last half of inning number 9. The shortstop takes the ball. And that's outside. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
1 down, base is empty. Fouls one off. 2-2. That's down and in. A slider missed. And here's a 3-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Sizing this one up. Makes the catch. Out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Shaw.
The Braves down to their last out. So here's Murphy now. Known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Ball 1, no strikes. Rips one to right, and that's just foul. The Brewers trying to close out a 3-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Righty to the plate. Ground ball right side and foul ball. One strike away. The Milwaukee Brewers are champions of the National League, and they are headed to the World Series.
Congratulations to the National League champions. This team clearly excited, and they deserve every bit of this moment. Enjoy it now, but get yourselves ready for the biggest series of your lives.
For my partner Chris Singleton and our great crew, thanks for watching the National League Championship Series on MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Brewers, 7 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 12 runners on base. For Atlanta, 4 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 6 runners on base.